Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back with a new Viking Orations. Got a couple of single reviews to do for you today, and we're going to kick things off with the brand new song from Suicide Silence entitled Thinking in Tongues. Now, this is basically a new song serving as the last recording with longtime drummer Alex Lopez, who recently announced his departure from the band. Now, he was credited on their last album, Become the Hunter, as playing the drums, but they were actually performed by Ernie Iniguez, I believe is how you pronounce his name, whom they've announced as their drummer for their current tour. And I don't know if he's going to be their permanent drummer from now on or not, but basically they wanted to record one last song with Alex, and yeah, this is what we get. And for his final performance, I gotta say, Alex got a really solid drum production with a nice snap to the snare. I love the kick drum sound on here. His double bass work and the blast beats are just absolutely badass. Overall, a fantastic performance from him on this song. The bass is nice and thick sounding, easily heard rumbling away, laying down that backbone with just a little bit of a twang to it that I like. Excellent guitar work on here, hitting you with the fast pace, kind of thrashy at times riffs mixed with some slower, heavier, chugged riffs. And then, of course, topping everything off are Eddie's growls, which sound as badass as ever, along with his just absolutely maniacal sounding screams. Now, at the 303 mark, I love that really ultra low growl that he does with that slow, chugged riff and the slow drum beat underneath of it, and his little, blah that he does, and then this absolutely sick blast section at the 317 mark. Overall, after jamming the song like multiple times over at a extended period of time, I could say that Alex went out with an absolute bang. The song is just pure heaviness and aggression, and I seriously hope they keep it going with this next album, as I thoroughly enjoyed their last one. I'd never even picked up. I believe it was just their self-titled one where they kind of went all new metal-ish and stuff. And I tried listening to it and I couldn't. And I thought their last album was definitely a step up. But if this song here is any indication of what the possible new album could sound like, which they have not announced anything for a new album, but if they do, and this is any indication of how it might sound, then I am definitely looking forward to that. And the only other single that I got for this one, I usually been trying to get at least 3 or 4 here, but these are the only 2 that I have basically reviews done for right now. Is the brand new one from Soulfly entitled Superstition. And I've actually heard this several times on Liquid Metal while driving, to and from work and just around town and everything. And this is basically the first single off of the band's forthcoming 12th full-length album entitled Totem, due out August 5th on Nuclear Blast. And it starts with this really cool, kind of tribal-esque intro before hitting you with the heavy guitars about 13 seconds into it, and finally kicking things into high gear at the 22-second mark. The guitars, they're heavy toned, throwing out fast-paced riffs with more kind of mid-paced chugs, and a very badass solo at the 156 mark. The bass on here is thick and heavy, laying down a solid backbone, easily made out despite not being overly high up in the mix, or as high up as I would kind of like it. Zion's drum production and performance are just absolutely fantastic, and he hits the drums with authority on this song. Really good snap to the snare, and I love the kick drum sound that he got. Really good patterns, rolls, and fills, and I especially love his double bass work on this song. And then finally, Max's vocals, they just sound as full of piss and vinegar as always. I love the reverb that they use on them, though I can kind of see where some people may not like the reverb because they might think maybe it's being done a little too much, which admittedly they do use a lot of reverb on his vocals on this song for some reason, but hopefully the rest of the album they don't do that, because I don't mind reverb on vocals, but if you just constantly use it and you're relying on it, it does kind of get old, I will admit. The only other thing I picked out while listening to this song, at the 242 mark, these tribal drums appear kind of in the background, and then finally at the 3-minute mark, music just all stops, and the drum it does this one solid hit, and it just kind of echoes and fades out to end the song. Uh, loved this song. Overall, just another badass song from Max and Company. And if the rest of the album sounds anything like this, then sign me up, as they have got me excited for this album. I love the artwork for it. It is absolutely badass. So yeah, I'm really hoping that maybe Newberry Comics might get a autographed edition, because I would really love to get Max's autograph. You know, I did get to meet Max and Zion actually outside the show when the Nail Bomb, or should I say Soulfly, was playing the entire Nail Bomb full-length album. And at the time, of course, I didn't even think I was even going to get a chance to meet Max or anything, or I had stuff for him to sign. But I did get my picture taken with him, so there's at least that. And there's the phone. Excuse me one second. Sorry about that. But yes, as I said, new Soulfly single has got me very excited for this new album. As soon as the pre-orders go up, I am definitely going to be picking it up. Of course, the only sucky thing is that it's on Nuclear Blast, so won't be able to get a shirt, because for some reason Nuclear Blast does not like to make 3X shirts. They only go up to 2X, and it seems like that's all they're ever going to do. So unless Soulfly happens to make some of their own and puts them out in 3X, then I'm pretty much, shit out of luck. But either way, I'm excited for the new album. That's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.